Prepare thyself. The old world trembles and the ground shakes with marching armies, for there is naught but war. In the old world campaign you must make your race supreme amongst the rabble, the usurpers, and the many enemies you will encounter as you conquer. This is the ultimate test of generalship and statecraft, with the fate of the old world and the lands beyond in your hands. Eternal war and fleeting glory are yours to command. Go ahead and conquer this world. Such is the description of Total War Warhammer's main storyline campaign. Main campaign. Right, and I remember that I played the... So this is Total War mixed with Warhammer. I never played Total War, but I have played Warhammer, and some of the units are known to me. However, those units are mostly from Chaos, and I did play as Chaos, and I also tested the vampire counts just to get to know the game. And may I say, it's harsh as Chaos Warriors, but maybe because I like their playstyle, but I wasn't particularly effective when playing as them. So what I'll do is go ahead and play as the von Carstein, if that is how it's pronounced. I know several ways how to pronounce it, like von Carstein, and like one or two more. Like, if I sat down and thought about it, I would figure out how to pronounce it differently, but we're not here for that. We're here for the gameplay. So the von Carstein are vampire counts, except they're the other side. They're not allied to them.
All shall know me and tremble.
Alright. So I can only...
darkness.
I can either pick Isabella or Vlad. And I'm playing on an account borrowed from a friend, and I was given one advice, and that advice was that Vanguard deployment is very, very, very powerful, and considering I chose von Carstein, which just start on hard difficulty, well, they start on normal, but the difficulty of the campaign as von Carstein is hard, I'll go ahead and play as Vlad. If it was normal, I would go ahead and pick Isabella.
King of Darkness.
It is time of woe for those that suffer the curse of living, as the two most powerful of the von Carsteins have been resurrected. Yet, for once, they are not at war with each other, as yet. But the night is very definitely still young. Both Vlad and Manfred vie for possession of Castle Drakenhof, so now the Midnight Aristocracy's reign of terror is double. First Sylvania will be secured, with the mortal lands to swiftly follow. Those loading screens have nice artwork. Those loading screens are nice artwork. If you look on edges of that PNG which the game developers stuck in here, you can see that it's placed on what looks like dead grass or bones. Bones. I see that. Oh well. The first loading time is gonna be long, and the second one probably as well, but after that the loading times should be shorter, much shorter. And please keep in mind that if frame rates will be bad, or if audio will be bad, or anything, I will check the video and I will fix it for the next part. Right? Oh dear. Also, if you are not familiar with Total War Warhammer, and I certainly am not, I just spent about 5 hours trying to learn it before making this series, in which I shouldn't suck as much as I did first time I tried to record. I do have the footage of that, but I don't know if I want to publish it or not, because I was a total noob in those videos. So what I want to say is, Undead do not have any ranged units whatsoever. Which comes as a surprise to me, because many games manage to stick a few Undead ranged units here and there, you know, like Liches and Skeleton Archers, but in here, Undead armies are fully dependent on existence of their leader. If there is not a leader, or if it dies during a battle, the whole Undead army will just crumble into dust. Which of course can be used when playing versus like even a living player in a multiplayer, because you aim their hero, their army is gonna die. But in PvE,
Glory
as
to
in
you,
this,
Vlad, first of the von Carstein line. Though you are again ascendant, your rightful home, Castle Drakenhof, is kept from you by Manfred. And there are yet more who would see you undone. The Templehof brood control the lands to the north, as far as the River Ster. They defy your hegemony as the first and greatest of the vampire counts. Raise the undead hosts, take their lands, and burn their crypts for this insolence. The high mountains to the south are infested with dwarfs. Your homelands will never be safe with such an enemy so close. Make plans to drive their stunted kind out. Greatness runs throughout the von Carstein bloodline, my lord. Your greatness. You are the master of Sylvania, of all unliving, and soon the world.
Thanks to the advisor for the introduction. So I gotta raise or sack 2 settlements. How to play. So, the von Carstein, I think that I have the wife somewhere over here. Well, the point is, whenever you get the one army and you place the other legendary leader near the first leader, if an enemy initiates combat, then basically if one hero sends reinforcements to the other, then the other will have a bonus, and so will the first one. Alright. So this is a vampire. This is a vampire for shadows, and this is a vampire for depth. Are those leaders or heroes? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just go ahead and build something. Can I build next level of... No, I will have next population available in 15 turns. I mean population surplus. Wow, that's harsh. Right, so... No. How about this? Crypt ghouls. Well, this is the basic, but undead have a different playstyle than most other races that have cities. Undead can recruit on the move. Because they're undead, they can just raise fallen enemies and allies. Right? On the move. Like, this is a recruitment from local. But if I move into the next province, I will have option to raise dead. Right? I do have the option to do that right now as well, but that's because it's, I guess, preset. If I move over here and I kill some of I'll kill units of anyone, I'll be then able to raise them as undead, and that is instant. Right? Instantly added. So that's why undead are pretty powerful. Can you recruit? Oh, that's a hero. Okay.
Dance, macabre. No, mortal, no!
Yes.
By all means.
There we go. 12 out of 20. I'm not gonna go ahead and... Or am I? Income generated, public order, corruption. Growth. I think I'll go ahead and take growth. I think that's... growth will increase how fast will I get the surplus points, which are used for bigger building construction, so... Alright. I cannot recruit any units, it seems, so I'll go ahead and recruit some units for my main hero. Now, the Vargeists are very strong flying units, but as far as I'm concerned, it's maybe better to get a bunch of wolves.
It is done.
These boxes over here show you how many more units can you recruit before it will take up another turn. See? 1 turn, 2 turns. So I'll go ahead and recruit only 3 units. And while hero is recruiting, it cannot hack. It basically has to stay on the one place, stay on one spot. Right. So what do I want? Growth plus 10, and income from repression. I don't know what repression is. I'm not native English speaker, so, and I'm not in position to Google right now, so don't mind me. Ah. That would certainly be handy, but I think I'll go for the growth. That sounds like pretty important, because I do start with only 1 city, and if I lose it, then I lose permanently, do I not? So what's my objective? I have to raise. Those are neutral. Those are neutral as well, so the only enemy is Templehof. but how do I pass through territory of Drakenhof without wait. Neutral. Oh yeah, I'm still recruiting, so never mind, I'll solve that in a minute. If you wonder why is he doing that, it's because he was recruiting units. Now they're recruited, and what do you want? Tempelhof? I think Tempelhof is what I should capture, so I'll go ahead and start war with them.
Bring them death! The world will be mine!
I need some enemies, after all.
Go.
Do I not? Can I? Yeah, I can. Come here. Alright, so I don't think I want to manually fight the battle, but to make the video not so dull and to show off not the main side, but the other interesting side of Total War Warhammer, I'll go ahead and do that. And there are two options: you can either fight the battle or have it automatically resolved. And that's a pretty good option for later in the game, because otherwise you would spend a lot of time fighting battles, which can be sorted out by the system within a matter of seconds. So here you see the map of battlefield and which side who begins on and number of units available to each side. You can also see the commanding hero, and if there is someone who is not shown in the unit roster, that means that that commanding unit is in one of those units. And if you kill at least half of one of those if you kill at least half of that unit in which the commanding unit is, then it will count as if you defeated the leader, or that's what happened to me so far, and the rest will just run off. But that does not apply to undead, because the undead never run. They do not suffer fear. Right? So right now I have one hero, one leader, 2 heroes, and then a bunch of units. I recruited those wolves because they have a lot more damage than skeletons or zombies do, if I'm not mistaken, and they're a lot faster, which is one thing that undead are not very good at. And then there are Vargeists, and Vargeists are flying infantry that has massive damage, but also not much health, right, so... And they go only in groups of 6. If you compare them to the zombie groups, zombies go in groups of, or packs of 60 or 80, one of those two numbers. Where do I have my zombies? Oh, I don't have zombies, okay, never mind. At the start of battle you can gamble on some parts of the map. Gamble is that you can you can choose to gamble to have more starting magic power or less starting magic power. It's basically like flip the coin. And I gambled, but because I'm already at the starting maximum, I'm not getting anything else. Alright, so usually you would be able to deploy your units up to this line, right? But because I have the Vlad as hero, that means I can deploy everyone as far as the white line goes. Which is incredibly handy when deploying against a race with ranged units, it seems. Let me go ahead and deploy my units this way. As far as the white line goes. Now imagine if my enemy was a race with ranged units. He would be pretty fucked, right? He could... Yeah, he could still deploy in the back, but... Wait, can I go even farther than this? Nope. Yep, see? There, so... What do I want to move? I want to move the bats. I want to have them in one group. Go over here. The bats are pretty good, but they don't have much health, so that's something to watch out for. Vargeists, on the other hand, have more health, but deal a lot more damage. And then I'll group the rest... I mean, I'll group these in group 3, and then the leader and heroes in group 4. Alright, and start battle.
Spells may be overcast to increase their potency, my lord. Yet I advise caution. Channeling so much raw magic at once brings a risk of disaster.
Alright, let's just go ahead and wreck them. My hero has a spell. I mean, all heroes have spell, and my leader also has a spell. But I have nothing to cast those spells on, as of yet. I'll go ahead and send Vargeists to deal with those. Oh, I haven't sent any... Oh, I have sent bats. I haven't sent... Which group is that? Group 3, the group with high damage. I'm gonna have more losses than if I auto-resolve the battle, just because I'm not good at doing these battles. But, I mean, I want to kind of show you the game, so... Here, have that.
We are the new order!
Alright, so this mess of a fight... You can see the flyers attempting to attack the ground units, but there's not enough ground units for my flyers to attack all at once, so I gotta change the target of all of those groups. And now they're all on the ground, because, you know, like, there's only so many units you can fit around a one enemy group. One. Oh yeah, one. And I put them all to attack just once, so... Alright, now if I could find the enemy leader, which is over here, if I can aim him down, then the rest of the army will just crumble, just as I said. So let me go ahead and demonstrate and actually heal. So if I kill Zelik, which I think is leader of the Templar faction, so I cannot kill him permanently but only temporarily, then his units won't last for very long. Now, other factions have morale, but undead instead have binding. What binding means is, I think it's how close they are to your leader, and that means how stable they are. So if they get too far from the leader, they might crumble anyway. So you have to keep moving everything as a mass, right? Right. So I've won and I killed most of enemy units, so that shouldn't give me a bunch of experience. And I also killed the enemy lord, but I think that's the faction leader, so he won't die. He will just go into the capital and he will take several turns to heal. Decisive victory. Here you have it. So I got the... undead use dark magic, so I got dark magic. Hero level up. And now I can decide what to do with the captives. I can either dominate them, which will restore me some of the losses, but that is not important. I can restore a lot more than 1%. Or I can murder them to get extra leadership, which matters even for undead. Right? Up to some degree, but to what degree I don't know. I know what binding does, but not what leadership for undead can do. So instead I'll go ahead and do this. Oh, wait. I would get... the first option is usually just to return the captives or kill them or do something in exchange for resources. But here you see that I got the... I will get less casualty replenishment rate, which could hurt me, so I'll go ahead and just murder them. There we go. And I'm currently trespassing against the Drakenhof, so I'll go ahead and get out of Manfred's reign into my side, or onto my side. Now, there are two ways you can heal up your hurt units. The first one is going into friendly territory and doing nothing else. You just have to go into the territory and you can keep fighting or moving and your units will heal up. That, or you can change the stance to encamp. Where is there it is? No. Huh. There should be somewhere a option to... Oh, there we go. And here it's channeling. I remember from Chaos that it was called encamp, but... Alright, for undead it's channeling, and when you do that, your units will heal anyway. But much slower. So... Alright. Zombies are just expendable, they're good for nothing. They're just like a source of entertainment for your enemies. But you know, if you get enough of them and if you get some zombie buffs, then they can be good. Sure, why not? So, another advice I was given by a friend of mine, whose account this is, was that going for corruption spreading is the greatest thing I could ever do. You see, there's more to undead than just what I've shown you so far. You see, undead, the vampires, have to spread corruption. And where corruption is not, there they cannot fight. You see, like, if I send my units to over here, corruption is only 4% and it's going slowly up, but it's not high. And because my units are all corrupted, if they go into or onto uncorrupted ground, they'll just go ahead and die. They'll slowly just crumble. So I have to first spread corruption before I go anywhere. Literally anywhere. Which is why my friend mentioned that the starting position of von Carstein and the Manfred, which is the other vampire, is good because starting objectives include killing other vampires or places with corruption, so my army can go there immediately without waiting. But as of attacking the rest of the world, or doing diplomacy with it, right? No diplomacy. I would first have to spread the corruption. So where do I find that? There's Grove, that's pretty good. Is this over here? Ambush chance, Lord Army, leadership. I don't see it anywhere. Do you see it somewhere over here? Because I don't. Well, whatever. I guess I'll go for the leadership. There. Wait, is it my turn and can I move, or is it... Oh yeah, it's the end of turn still.
In blood.
Will it blood? Character move speed. Alright, so Tempelhof doesn't have anything to say to me yet. It seems like it doesn't care that I'm trespassing. If I go ahead and show you the map... Well, I haven't met anyone great yet, and there's no one at war with me, so... But this is the tactical war you can look at. Tactical war. Tactical map. I don't know if I did not say tactical war. I meant to say tactical map. Alright, this costs 3,000, but it boosts growth again. So it will... See? At the population surplus... Time before I get another point for construction has, or for hero recruitment, has decreased by half, from 15 to 7, so I'll go ahead and speed it up again. Alright, and what I'll do is... I'll go ahead and raise a bunch of spearmen. They're good against cavalry, which I'm not facing right now, but I could in a short while. Let's go half the distance. The thing is, why I did not change at the end of previous turn is because you still have to have some movement points left in order to be able to change stances, right? So I'll go ahead and change it into a channeling. And see, my units are going to heal at the start of the next turn. And it seems that Manfred doesn't care, so I'll just trespass in his territory however I want. I won't attack him just yet, but eventually I will. Oh. Yeah, he's neutral, but he tried to set up ambush for that he tried to set up ambush for that group I killed, I suppose, but it seems I was faster than he was. Alright, let's change the stance again. So here we go. Growth plus 10. And income bonus. Oh, right. Oh, there it is. Corruption. Right. So I'll go ahead and move towards the Tempelhof region. If I'll be in need of units, I'll just quickly resurrect a bunch of zombies, but I hope I won't. Right, let's risk a bit. Let me go ahead and save. go ahead and save and travel into the enemy territory over here. And see if I can capture that minor settlement. Yeah. Minor settlements are not that hard to capture. And I hope this one won't be an exception.
Can hide much behind a silvered word.
Ah. Manfred, the Vampire Count shall inherit the old world. Its tombs and gardens of death will open for us, together. Well, I have no money and he doesn't want anything, he just wants a non-aggression pact. Which improves relations between us, and even though I am stronger at this very moment, I have no other allies, and look at the map. See how many enemies I can possibly have. So having at least one, which is of the same faction, who will cover my back, or at least pretend to cover my back, won't hurt. And now he absolutely shouldn't care if I trespass on his territory.
Treat me with the respect I deserve, or die.
Kruger wants to pay me and get a peace treaty. I disagree. Because it seems I have put a blitzkrieg on him. In other words, quite a quick offensive, and by defeating his little army down here, I somehow scrambled his plans. See, there is very small defense force in this village, so I'll go ahead and just auto-resolve the battle. I haven't lost anyone. There, I got some loot, not much, but you know. Alright, what can I now do? So I can either raise that, which means it will be destroyed until enemy sends a hero, or I, and then it can be rebuilt. Conquest penalty to public order. Well... what was that quest? I forgot already. Oh well. I'll just go ahead and loot and occupy. Because I do not have a second hero to bring an army with. So if I'll go ahead and go over to that village, which belongs to Tempelhof anyway, I mean to Tempelhof as well, and they capture this village, then just occupying it will not do me as much good as looting and occupying. Raise that cost minus 7%. Nice. What was the quest? I mean objective? No. It was somewhere. I don't remember. Whatever. Alright, now because I captured this village area, my units are gonna heal, even though I'm not in the channeling state. My hero got a level 3, so that means I can get another upgrade. And I'll probably get attack for... or what do I get? Leadership. I don't want +3 for zombies, skeletons, and crypt ghouls. Those units are not particularly great. But for now, my army consists of them mostly, so I'll go ahead and get it. And I'll pass my turn. Oh wait, I can't. My heroes got the levels. Growth is increased by an additional 30. I don't know if I'm gonna keep those heroes in out of the army, but I guess I will at some point, so fine. They're getting experience for now. Ooh, I can get +60 growth from just those 2 heroes. If damaged buildings requiring repair, Eastern Sylvania, that's over here. Those 2 require a repair. But as I said, once I'll go over to that village, this castle might send an attack force to recapture it, so I won't repair them just yet. Alright. I don't know where Manfred is. And who the fuck are you? He's raiding? Really? I think he's raiding, but he might be also camping. Public order is +6. Yeah, he's not raiding, he's just camping. Fine, that's fine. Because I don't think I have any units in here anyway. But Manfred is here to cover my back. So, okay. Let's go and capture Waldenhof.
The world will be mine!
Okay, let's not.
I shall go. King of Darkness.
Alright, so I need to recruit units, and because I'm in friendly territory, I can do that. But my options are limited.
It is done.
Because I'm in a region which doesn't have the same amount of buildings as my main region does. And those buildings allow me to recruit different unit types. So, alright. I'll go ahead and recruit 3. I can raise no more dead because I need to kill enemies to do that. So I'll go ahead and just raise some units.
Devourer of light.
Alright. Go ahead and save again. It's so far going okay for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna repair that, not yet. I will repair Esken once I capture Waldenhof, if enemies won't capture Esken. See where I'm headed? Alright. Yeah, there's just a war between two two nations somewhere in the world, which do not concern me. Tempelhof. Tempelhof doesn't actually have many units in it. When I look at Waldenhof, it does.
Yes.
Right, so how are the forces looking now? Nearly balanced, but you know, it's not great. So I'll go ahead and recruit one more skeleton group, and I'll be at zero income. No, -4.
If you insist.
That's fine. Alright. And
Bandy words with the weak. Leave me.
what do you want? He offers 1200 for peace. No. I do want that village. Recruitment cost? Joke's on you, I just finished recruiting what I needed.
Blood!
Alright. Now it seems that my enemies are still a bit stronger than what I can take, so I'll go ahead and try to siege them. And that will be the end of this.
I want their souls!
What the siege means is that well, it's not siege, it's encircle. If I wait here for 6 turns and they do not force me to go away from the village, after 6 turns everything inside the village will start taking damage. And after 12 turns everything in the village will be nearly dead. Alright, so it's a long version of that auto-resolve or manual fight battle which you've seen already. But it's effective, you don't lose anything, right? And that's the end of this part.